Today's focus is going to be on multiplying numbers by groups of 10 or by powers of 10. So the first number that we're going to start off with is 12 times 10. And another way that we can read this is by saying 12 times one group of 10. So we're growing our number by one group of 10, which is the same as saying one place value box. I'm going to draw these lines on here that show the place values that the number 12 is in currently. So the 1 is in the tens place, and the 2 is in the ones place. Because we're growing by 10, or one group of 10, we're going to move each number one place value box. So the 1 goes from the tens place to the hundreds place. The 2 goes from the ones place to the tens place. Now we have nothing left over in that ones place, so we need to put a placeholder 0 that says, I don't have anything left in the ones. What about when we have a decimal in the number, though? So we're going to take the number and make it 12 and 4/10ths. And we're going to multiply it by one group of 10 once again. I'm going to take that number 12 and 4/10ths and I'm going to bring it by itself so I can create the place value box to show which place value each number is in currently. The 1 is in the tens place, the 2 is in the ones place, and the 4 is after the decimal in the tenths place. In this example, we're still multiplying by only one group of 10. So we're only moving our numbers one place value box. The 1 goes from the tens place to the hundreds place. The 2 moves from the ones place to the tens place. And the 4 goes around the decimal and goes from the tenths place into the ones place, saying we have 4 wholes now. You can put a placeholder 0 where the 4 used to be in the tenths place, and that gives us a final answer of 124 for 12 and 4/10ths times one group of 10. But what if we weren't multiplying by just one group of 10? What if we were multiplying by 100? So let's take that same example, 12 and 4/10ths times 10. Let's make it 12 and 4/10ths times 100. So now instead of multiplying by just 10, 100 is two groups of 10, or 10 times 10. Another way to say that is 10 to the second power. Because of that, we need to make two jumps in our place value boxes to figure out what 12 times 4, when grown by two groups of 10, actually equals. So I'm going to draw those place value boxes again around my number. The 1 is still in the tens place, the 2 is in the ones place, and the 4 is in the tenths place. I'm going to take my 1 and I'm going to move it once and then a second time. So it goes from the tens place to the hundreds and finally into the thousands. The 2 goes from the ones place past the tens and into the hundreds. And the 4 goes from the tenths to the ones and finally into the tens place. Once again, that ones place is vacated. There is nothing left in there, so we need to put a placeholder 0 that says I don't have any ones left over. And then you can also put a placeholder 0.